Hello, everybody. Hello, world. Welcome to the UnChristian podcast, episode number 1. This is the start, Ndase. I am your co-host, Ndumiso, Mazibuko, and with me is
Nandipa, Mbatha.
Oh, yes. And together we are your new best friends.
Yes.
We are your family. We are the co-hosts of the
UnChristian
podcast. You shouldn't be here.
You shouldn't.
But now that you are, welcome. Our first episode, Nandi.
Yeah.
We are doing this. You ready?
Yeah,
You ready for the ride? Ready for the journey? It's gonna be real.
Yeah.
But I believe that we're gonna do great work. We're gonna have a great community of our listeners, and I think that this is gonna be those different and significant podcasts.
Yeah.
And I'm honored to have you as my co-pilot.
Hey, you're not. Yeah, well, I'm sure you're wondering why the name The UnChristian Podcast. We discussed this lengthily.
Argued about it.
We did. Prayed about it.
Yeah.
I even spoke to, I didn't tell you this. I spoke to my coach about it. I was like, hey, I'm not sure. Are people not going to think that this is not... now we are saying we're not Christians.
Yeah, or it's unhealthy, it's antichrist, it's all of this. I wonder what things we're going to hear being said about this in the streets, because people like to attack what they don't understand.
Yeah.
But the whole purpose of this episode is that we do give you, our listeners and our community, a clear view and a clear idea about what the UnChristian podcast is, what we are trying to achieve.
Yes, right? Absolutely. And one of those that we visit boxes or what we want to tick.
Yeah.
Is discussing matters that the church shies away from.
Oh, and there's a lot of those. There are a lot of those. I think in the church, we specialize in shying away from talking.
Yeah. And also the sad thing about church is that we sometimes take scriptures that are relevant to us or our situations and use them for not very good reasons, to manipulate, to abuse.
And that in turn, I've seen causes people, number one, to drop out of church, especially the younger generation, who are still trying to find their footing and their grounding spiritually. They drop out of church, but also then people don't want to come into the church. They're the unbelievers because of what they see certain people doing.
Absolutely. And also confusion. You find a lot of confused people, young people, elders, because of all these boxes that are within the church, that box people are unable to discover who they are.
Yeah.
It's quite sad, eh?
It is, and it's a situation that I think, though, that God is dealing with right now.
Absolutely.
In this time.
This is the season for that.
Yeah, He's dealing with it. We're seeing a lot of stuff happening and being exposed in the church. It's not like being exposed for sake of scandal. And God is not allowing it just for the sake of scandal and people talking about it, but He's actually cleaning up His house.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And we're here to be His tools for Him to use to change this narrative and to allow people to dig within and think, and obviously using the Word of God.
Yeah.
And we will bring in some guests in the show at some point, depending on the topic for the day.
And I'm looking forward to that.
I am as well.
Seeing, having people who are like-minded, who know more than we do, because that's the other thing that we are always going to be upfront about, is that we don't know everything. We don't have all the answers. Sometimes when we bring a topic and talk about it, we are going to disagree on it ourselves. And sometimes we're just going to leave it open and say, guys, okay, we've spoken about this, but okay, we don't know the answers. This just calls for us to pray and dig for ourselves and consult. Sometimes the first steps in solving something is just to talk about it. even while we're working our way to a solution.
As uncomfortable as it is, these are topics that we need to speak about. Especially when I remember I had a talk with this other lady the other day, and it was her saying that Christianity is also religion. It's some form of religion.
Yeah.
And that is also the things that we'll be talking about in the UnChristian podcast. Say, is it, and what are the reasons why other people think that we are another form of religion?
And the thing is, in certain ways, we have become another form of religion. We've conformed to a certain standards. Even as the Christian community, where we have formulated our own traditions, customs, dogmas, stuff that is not really always grounded in the Bible even, but we do them all in an aim to get closer to this God or to appease the anger of this God.
And such things have brought in a lot of confusion in the Christian community. And anything that has confusion cannot be of God.
Can't grow.
For me, one of the reasons why I wanted to be part of this podcast, and especially being used as a tool in the hands of God, to just get the message across and get these things discussed as difficult as they are, is also because I've also had those questions within myself. At every experience I found myself in, as a young person, as a married woman, as a divorcee, as a single mother with 2 kids from different fathers. Those are all the things that brought me to a place of asking myself, am I now not worthy of being called a Christian? Have I lost my walk with God because of my experiences? Who am I?
And so what people are going to benefit from our podcast is learning from our journeys.
Absolutely.
You and I, myself also being a child of God, a pastor, divorced with 3 children, and navigating my way through my relationship with God. They're going to learn how God has helped us and how then in turn he can help them to find again their identity and be restored in relationship with him. And what it means to be a child of God with issues.
You just said something, find yourself again. And now it just clicked in my mind, Buti. Is it finding yourself again? Does that mean one loses themselves at some point?
Absolutely, I think so. I think it's very easy to lose yourself. It's very easy to hit an identity crisis. It's very easy to be in one role in life, whether it's marriage, fatherhood, motherhood, or even ministry, and you throw yourself in it, and you lose yourself.
Yeah.
And now you're just not conforming, but you are playing this role or these roles, but you've lost touch with who you are, what it is you are supposed to be doing, meaning your purpose and your own happiness as well.
Yeah.
You know? That's big.
And there's danger in losing yourself.
That's huge.
There's so much danger in losing yourself because it comes with judgment. When you lose yourself, it comes with judgment from fellow Christians. Because losing yourself comes from an experience. An experience. For example, it could be that you've gone through a divorce, or you're finding yourself being a divorcee, or finding yourself being a widow or a widower, and you've lost that balance or that grip.
Absolutely. I've noticed I've noticed, and this was for me, that many people sometimes do not realize when you've lost yourself. The judgment that you're talking about, I experienced it more in terms of me judging myself.
Oh Lord, yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Because people don't always know that you've lost yourself, because people are happy with what we do for them.
Yeah.
So as long as I'm fulfilling my role in your life, as long as I'm serving and making you happy, people are less concerned about your well-being. Should you be here? Should you be doing this? Should you be even serving in this area?
Because of that very box.
Yeah.
Because of that very Christianity being part of religion. Because now if people are going to question where you're supposed to serve just because of what you have experienced or what you're going through, it just goes to show that there's a box, there's an expectation about you, that now that you're going through this, or now that you've gone through this, you're no longer worthy of being used by God.
Yeah, these boxes are these criteria that people have created about who must serve God, who mustn't, who's worthy, who's qualified, who's disqualified. And when I go into scripture, I see God using the most sinful people.
Yeah.
I see God using people with the deepest issues. I see God using the most unlikely. The criteria or the standard of qualification that I find in many of our church circles, I can't see in scripture. I can't see it.
It's not there.
There's even the way we're expected to behave. This Jesus standard that we're supposed to follow. It's a Jesus standard that doesn't exist.
It doesn't.
It doesn't exist. Jesus himself didn't live that way.
No, he didn't.
So I think that the UnChristian podcast is going to be your companion.
Yep.
We are going to walk on this journey with you, navigating these hard questions, this sometimes difficult journey with God. We all love God. We want to please him and serve him, but let's be honest, it's not easy.
It's not. Yeah.
Jesus is not easy at all. And so people are going to feel that there's a place that they can go to every week, put on their headphones and talk to somebody or some people who know where they are and
people that they can relate to.
Yeah, absolutely.
People that understand. People that have been confused as well.
Yeah.
People that have lost their, I wouldn't say lose, but kind of found now I'm saying myself, found themselves confused, lost, unworthy.
Many times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But were able to get up and continue their walk.
Yeah.
And I think sharing those experiences and how in a practical, relatable way that makes, I call it making sense.
Yeah.
Because one of the things that bother me in Christianity is the fact that everything is about you need to pray about it, you need to pray about it, you need to pray. And there are certain things that I have realized that they don't need prayer. They need you to literally, if I were to just put it in a simple way, stand up and do something.
Do something.
You know?
We can be paralyzed in the mode of, I'm still praying about it. I'm still talking to God about it. I'm waiting on God for it, but God is waiting on us to do something.
Yes.
You just stand up and do it. Yeah.
And Mbatha, have you realized the danger? You know where the danger is?
You know where the danger is. Yes.
The danger in judging yourself when you have lost your balance. Yeah.
Killing yourself.
Yeah, because it comes with thinking that everyone is looking at you.
Yeah.
And that time other people are busy with their lives.
Yeah, true.
You know, what is this thing of people thinking toba bajongiwe, like ba hey
man,
you know, I don't think anyone is looking at me and what I'm doing. They're not concerned. They're busy with their own lives. But I found myself every time I slack or I'm concerned about people instead of focusing on God and my walk with Him.
Yeah. And sometimes people don't even, like you're saying, they're not even seeing what happened. Only you know what's going on most of the time.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
Yeah. And that thing, I've come across a lot of Christians saying we are judged. Where does it come from? Like, where? Because I had to sit down with myself and think, what is the reason I think people are judging me?
Ish.
Unless I am judging myself.
That's where it is. That's where the danger is. We've located the danger. We found the danger.
So the danger is in judging yourself.
Yeah. Because, here's the thing. It's not always that when someone points out something in your life, even, let's say, a friend, a close friend, maybe a parent, points out something that is wrong in your life, we can't always shoot that down as judgment. There's a level of accountability that's needed in our walk with God. We are part of a community, and that's what this walk of faith, this journey with God is, that He puts you within a community, first being it your family, and then friends, but then also a church community, where we can call each other out.
Yes.
God won't come from heaven Himself sometimes and speak to me. The Holy Spirit will use people who are close to us, and we feel judged because we are judging ourselves. We are condemning ourselves in the first place. And here's the big one. Someone asked me, a friend of mine asked me last night, I was talking to them about certain issues, and they asked me, Ndumiso, have you forgiven yourself?
And? I'm also interested. I'm curious. I want to know. Have you, Mbatha? Have you?
Man, it threw me. That just threw me off in a big way, and I realized there are things I've not forgiven myself in. I've not forgiven myself in some of those things, and God can forgive me. People can forgive. But if I've not forgiven myself, I'm not going to heal and move on from certain things. We need to forgive ourselves.
Well, we do, and sometimes we don't understand how to forgive, or we do not know how to forgive ourselves. And there's a certain level of breakthrough that comes with forgiving yourself. People can forgive you. God will definitely forgive you. But there's a certain level that you take higher than where you are when you yourself forgive yourself. In fact, there's a certain veil that you open when you forgive yourself. And when you step out of that, and you have forgiven yourself as well, there's things that God brings in. There are things that He wants you to have, or that only when you forgive yourself can you experience them.
Oh yes. And we prioritize forgiving others. We think lack of forgiveness in relation to other people is what is a blessing blocker, holding grudges against people. But we can hold grudges against ourselves, Nandi. Holding a grudge against yourself, that's big.
And even the very thing that we were saying earlier about judging yourself, that is holding a grudge against yourself. I fully agree. But I hear all of this and what people are going to get from our podcast, and they're getting a taste of it. But who is Nandipa? Who is this beautiful lady? Guys, I wish you could smell her. Oh, I smell
through the camera. She smells good. She looks good. She's always on point.
Thank you, Mbatha.
Who is Nandipa? Tell the people.
Nandi, Mtakadet.
Yes.
Ebanta say I hail from the Eastern Cape. Is there such a word?
Eastern Cape, to hail from the Eastern, yes. Okay. Your English is on point.
From the Eastern Cape, Mthombe Elibote Ndilimbondokazi. Ndingumakhathula umambiko umadadasi unkanibe umlomo nesibhamu. Into esizuzela kude.
Ayathuka manje.
Okay, the last one year till again team, you know, that is me. I'm a mother.
Yeah.
To 2 beautiful girls.
Beautiful.
Lihakwe, Buhlali Mupiti, and Mbewentle Peu Mzina. Yo. The other one has her own name in there.
Yes.
And then, yeah, that is me. I'm a divorcee. And you guys will get to know me as we...
Yeah, they'll get to know our stories. They will.
Yes.
Lovely stuff. What makes Nandi happy? What do you like?
What do I like? I always call myself a life enthusiast.
Oh, man, that's nice.
Yeah. I'm a life enthusiast because I love discovering myself.
Yeah.
I love discovering life and the purpose of life.
Yeah.
Because the other day I was thinking about, Tito, you just decided, let me just create these people and put them here.
Yeah.
And my curiosity, even sitting here with you right now, comes from wanting to share those things that I have discovered.
Awesome.
So that is who I am. I am love. I am the great I am. I don't want to say that part because I was like, but then I was like, let me own myself.
Yeah.
That is who I am.
Yeah.
In Christ. I'm a born again Christian.
Yeah.
I love God.
Awesome.
I love people, and I love making a difference in people's lives. And
oh yeah, man!
Even being part of this podcast is doing exactly that.
Yeah.
Making a difference in your life as you listen, and helping you find and discover yourself, as I have discovered myself as well.
Yeah.
That's about it. Mbatha, can you tell them? I also would like to know. Who you are, yeah. And what moves you?
Nginsizwa ngisindisiwe.
Chisa.
Angithintwa.
Yebo, injalo letho. Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, Ndumiso, Mazibuko is the name. I come from KwaZulu-Natal, in a city called Newcastle, in the northern part of the province. And Nandi and I met in the Free State, Bloemfontein, years ago. Well, how many years ago was that? Which year did we meet? Anyway, many years ago, over maybe 15 years.
Yeah.
15 years ago, that's where we met and got to know each other. God just took people from different extremes of life and brought them together. And now we're here partnering on the UnChristian podcast. I am a dad of 3 beautiful children. Ndumiso Jr., we are Tandwa, those are boys, and Esihle is a girl, my princess, the one who has me in the palm of her hands.
Yeah.
Girls, guys, the danger is when you father girls. That's where the danger is.
Yeah.
The world changes.
They say.
But she's amazing. I am an ordained pastor, got ordained in 2008. I've done a lot in ministry. You'll get to know all about that. Did I mention I'm also divorced?
No,
guys, this is not
a divorcee club.
Yeah, this is not a club of the divorcees or
divorcees club.
Reunion of the divorcees. No, it just so happened.
It just so happened, yeah.
Ben, I love life. I love fun. I have, I love people with a great sense of humor, people who are not too serious and stuck up, but at the same time, I like making a difference in people's lives.
Yeah.
I love giving knowledge, educating, emitting wisdom and insight. That is what drives me. That's what gets me fulfilled. Whether that's on a stage somewhere or sitting with somebody or in a media platform like this. I like sharing wisdom and knowledge with people and seeing that bring illumination and an upgrade in their lives.
Yeah.
That's really what I like. Yeah.
And have you discovered that it's very fulfilling to make a difference in a person's life?
Man,
you leave them different than you found them.
Yeah, but anything that we do that touches people's lives or has the motives and the view of someone else in what we are doing, that thing is hugely fulfilling.
Yeah.
Unlike when you do something for yourself.
Yes.
But when you do something for others, that's where fulfillment is.
Absolutely.
No matter what your purpose is, if you think it's your purpose and it's not touching people's lives, it's not it. You've got it wrong.
Yeah. Injalo.
Guys. And that's who we are. But we are looking forward to all the time that we're going to have together on this podcast, the UnChristian podcast, and it's going to enrich you.
Yes.
It's going to be entertaining, it's going to be fun, but educational, enriching, and so on.
Yeah.
But before we go, we're going to play a game with us.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Let me get ready.
We're gonna play a game, all right?
Okay.
All right. You're going to do it as well to me,
Okay.
and I'm going to do it to you as well.
Okay.
So maybe you throw one at me, and I throw one, right? I throw one, you throw one.
Okay.
What do you think?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
Let's do that.
okay.
So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna mention somebody or something, whatever, and I want her to give me the first thing that comes to her mind
Okay. Okay.
without thinking.
Without thinking,
Yeah.
oh Lord.
Yeah. And don't look at my list. You're cheating.
I didn't look at my
I'm making sure. Okay. First thing.
list. Okay.
Ntokozo Mbambo.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, that is the first thing that came to mind. She is such a beautiful worshiper.
Yeah.
She speaks to your heart.
Yeah.
Her music is a true representation of God.
Yeah.
And as you listen to her, you find the beauty of who Christ is.
Amazing.
And if you do not know who Christ is, you
Yeah.
want to know who Christ is.
Yeah.
So I just thought beauty.
Awesome.
Ntokozo Mbambo.
I think she is the greatest female vocalist.
She is.
Worship female vocalist in Africa.
Yeah, she has such a beautiful soul.
I can't think of anyone else.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
Okay, great. What's yours? Remember, you must throw one at me from your list now.
Okay. What is mine? All right. Sex.
Wow.
Remember, we did say that we are talking things that the church is not prepared to talk about.
Wow, you went in for it.
Yep.
Gee whiz. My parents must not watch this podcast. I'm not going to tell them about it. I've decided.
Yeah, Pendula. I'm waiting.
Oh, God. Very few things make me blush, but come on, you've just...
Yeah.
Now I feel my list is too tame. Sex. I think of sex, I think nice, good.
Okay.
That's the first thing. I don't want to say the second, third, fourth thing. If I want to think of it, I just think heaven.
Okay. Okay.
Oh my God.
You know what? You are not fair. You know why? This one is not fair because we are we said the first thing that comes to mind.
I'm sorry.
You were using this laughing like
To
you were
think,
laughing.
no, okay, all right. I will try my best. All right, I will try my best. Okay, I've answered, right?
Yeah, you have answered. You have answered.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's one
my
of those
next
things.
one.
Okay.
Yeah.
The thing is, we I thought of that. You know why I thought that I should drop that bomb on you? It's because being a single father.
Oh man.
We cannot discuss such, and we will.
Yeah, we have to.
We will.
Being a single father
who has physical needs.
Exactly. Who's a pastor? Who's this and that and so on and so forth. Man. Yeah. We got lots to talk about. All right.
So I thought, let me just throw it.
Okay.
Because the brother has been thirsty. It's easy. Such topics. It's married people who discuss that.
Yes.
they feel validated, but as part of this box, they are allowed to talk about such. Tina, we cannot. No. Here, we are here to tackle issues that the church is not ready for.
I hear you.
Okay, what is for
yours?
Don't change.
I'm not changing anything. No, I promise not to.
Okay.
The word is men.
Why do I always think beautiful? What is wrong with me? Oh, Nandi. Cleanse my mind.
Help your daughter, Lord. Okay, I'm listening. Men.
Men. What comes? Okay, now I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Oh, clearly the first word that came was beautiful.
Okay.
Clearly,
elaborate on that. Yeah.
Foundation. Foundation. The prayer of my heart is for men to truly know who they are. Really understand their role. Because I believe that so much is messed up in the community because men have moved out of themselves.
It's very true.
Okay, I think I'm getting deep.
But I hear you.
You get me.
But I'm gonna throw a sub question there.
Okay, all right.
What's your type?
My type. My type.
Yeah, tougher guy.
Okay. My type. Hey, come on. Hey, my type.
UnChristian podcast. Okay, yeah.
My type. I like that question because there might be my type listening. And because the sister is single.
Come on.
My type. He's grounded.
Yeah.
He knows he's a born again Christian, obviously. He knows who he is. He is strong. He's a leader. He is kind. He is generous. And he has found himself. And I think the kind part is very important.
Kindness.
Yeah, he should be. My type is somebody who's very kind.
I'm hearing a lot of that.
Yeah.
I'm hearing a lot of that from ladies.
Out there, from the ladies,
kindness.
Yeah, generous.
We need to explore that one day. Yeah.
He should be generous because he should spoil me. That is my kind.
Hey.
He should be a giver. That is my kind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is my okay. He should be tall. Should I also go there?
Anything, yeah. All of them. Tall, because you also a bit tall.
Yeah.
You know, so
when I wear my heels, he should still be taller than me.
Girl.
He's tall. He has presence. Ubuti. Yeah. That is my yeah.
So if you're all that, follow Nandipa DM, slide in the DMs. Your turn.
But I'm interested to know your type as well.
Oh my goodness, really? Gee whiz. Okay. Smart.
Okay.
Smart. Smart. Intelligence.
Okay, intelligence.
Beautiful. Strong. With emotional intelligence. Right. Height doesn't matter. Complexion doesn't matter. Tribe or race, I don't know about race, but tribe doesn't matter. But someone who knows what they're doing, where they're going in life, but someone with a great sense of humor. I'd be very frustrated. So that's what I'm thinking of on the top of my head.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. She's out there. She's out there.
You're selling me. You're selling me. All right.
She is out there. Do you have another one for me?
You must have
Am
another.
I
Yeah, it's
giving
your
you-
turn. Yeah.
Let me see if I.
Oh my goodness. Yo, ngiyasabe zakho.
We are service.
Yeah.
Okay, let me give you regret.
Man. Regret. Wow.
Yeah.
Damn. We're supposed to say the first thing that comes to our mind, right? And I know they say that we're not supposed to have regrets. You see, even this thing I was discussing yesterday with somebody. Let me not even try to give smart and give an intelligent answer. Regret for me represents sacrificing personal development. This is me. How I sacrifice personal development in the pursuit or in the name of ministry.
Okay. That's what comes to mind when you think.
That's the first thing that came, regret. Yeah. I'm not defining regret. I'm not discussing what regret is, but the first thing that comes to my mind.
Yeah.
And that's it. You know, and that goes a lot into my journey of life. Do I think regret is good or bad? I don't know. Regret represents or exposes to us certain gaps that we are supposed to fill in our lives. But first thing that came to my mind was that, because that's a serious issue that I'm dealing with.
Can you say that again? It represents certain things. Gaps
that we feel, that we know we're supposed to go back in our lives and fill.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Yeah.
All right, I get you.
Regret can represent mistakes as well that we've done, but we should turn that around into lessons, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Lessons.
Absolutely.
But first thing that came to my mind was that part of my life, and one day I'll discuss it on the UnChristian podcast.
Yeah.
I will discuss it.
Yeah. Well, I differ with you on that. For me, not really. I don't think I do.
Yeah.
I don't really differ. Or maybe I'm going to put it differently for myself.
Yeah.
For me, regret doesn't exist.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It doesn't. In my world, that is. Because in my own experience, I've seen regret bringing me sadness that I no longer wanted to entertain.
Yeah.
Yeah. It took me a step backward.
Yeah.
Whereas there's nothing I could do differently. However, you said something very profound when you said regret. Can you say it again?
Regret represents or shows to us certain gaps in our lives that we are supposed to fill.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that is where I agree with you.
Sure.
That is, now that I've done those things, made those mistakes, moving on, I regret nothing. Rather, I am looking forward to having a different experience. They are now my lessons as I step forward. Yeah.
Okay.
It's an ugly place for me. When I think of the word regret, I think of an ugly place that I don't want to live in.
Yeah.
And therefore, I look at it differently, and I'm like, okay, oh well, you already are ugly.
Yeah.
I cannot change you. However, what can I take from you that I can gain as I step forward?
That's strong.
That is where you come in with what you said. Can you say it again?
Line of the episode. This is the phrase of the episode.
That is powerful.
Represents or shows to us certain gaps in our lives that we need to fill.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there?
Yeah. Now as I move forward, I fill in those gaps differently.
Yeah. From an empowered perspective, not from a victim.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will give you my last one. And then you
is that the last one?
No, I'll give you my last one now.
Oh,
and then you give me your last.
Okay. All right.
What as well? Social media.
Oh. It's a jungle.
Yes, it is.
It's an absolute jungle.
Yes, it is.
Social media. It's a jungle.
And the blue app, the bird app.
Which one is that?
It's the ghetto, Twitter.
Oh, is that what it's called?
The ghetto of social media.
Yeah, I'm not even on Twitter. I used to be. I think I'm not ready for that one. No.
Yeah.
It's a jungle. However, I think it needs maturity as well.
It does.
And it is a place where people get a lot of pressure because they basically compare their lives to other people's lives.
Yeah.
And a lot of people want to showcase a certain lifestyle, like people are living for other people. And
True.
I'm off the fact that people don't really, they don't care about me and what I'm doing. But it's also a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So it is a jungle. That is what comes to mind when I think social media. How about you?
The first word comes to my mind is powerful tool.
Yeah.
It's a powerful tool.
Yeah.
It is. It's in the right hands. It's just like a knife. It depends on in whose hands it is. In the hands of a chef, it will create the most beautiful food and cuisine. In the hands of a thug, a criminal, it will destroy or take someone's life.
Yeah, that is so true.
So it depends in whose hands they are, and it's a powerful tool that can't be ignored. Has to be used. Even here on this podcast, we rely on it to communicate with you, our community out there, our friends. So yeah, powerful tool, but all that you've said is very true as well. Yeah.
And you're right when you say it depends on who's and how you want to use it, because a whole lot of talent has been discovered through social media.
Oh yeah.
In fact, today I always think to myself, if you have got talent out there, there's nothing stopping you from taking it to the world.
Yes.
The platform is there for you, and that is social media.
It's a bridge. Yeah. Wow. That was fun.
Yeah, it was.
Thank you guys for being with us today. Thank you for tuning in. Tune in next week as well, when we are going to have episode 2 of the UnChristian podcast. And send us questions on social media, online. We'll always give the details. Send us your questions, things that you want us to address here.
Yeah.
And we'll always be open to talk, right, to our friends out there.
Yeah. And we love you guys. We love you. We want to see you grow in your walk, in your Christian walk. We want to see you discover yourselves, who you are. And thank you for listening.
Yeah.
Really, thank you.